that make terrific color enlargements. And now, for a limited time, get a free 8x12 Codalux color enlargement at Davidson Photoshop. Have your roll of 35mm color print film processed and get a certificate for a free 8x12 Codalux color enlargement. Just drop your film off at Davidson Photoshop in the Middletown Shopping Center on Briel Boulevard before October 19th. And when your prints are ready, you'll get your certificate for a free Codalux color enlargement. Davidson Photoshop in the Middletown Shopping Center on Briel Boulevard.
The Miami Valley's only choice for good music is 910 WPFB Middle.
To our right, that's the east on your 910 dial. The right of your dial, Bosworth for Lancaster with a low kick in this football game. The final one of the year for the Minis underway. Kick goes to Everhart. He breaks the tackle, goes across the 35, is hit and dropped at the Middletown 37-yard line. So the Minis go as their defense. They'll have Harvey, Russell, Cook in right across that front four. The four linebackers are Kirk Smith, Matt Mahler, Jason Wolf, and Steve Harris. We'll catch that secondary in just a moment. Here come the Middies. It's Pinson, Montai, Colson, Everhart. Here's the handoff goes to Colson, and he meets a stone wall at the line of scrimmage, stacked up by Jeremy Russell and Jeremy Cook. Those two down tackles right there put the hit on Danny Colson. Once again, it'll be Heinley at center. Abel and Ketron are the guards. Ketron is in there at guard. Colhorst and Current are the tackles. John Duncan is the tight end. Here comes the sweep left with Montai, and he is hit head-on up there. A good play. An excellent play on defense by Lancaster.
Ball with Montai and Colson, and the Gold Scales have prepared well, it looks like, for that.
They absolutely have, Dave. Here's the big play. Possession play for Middletown. 3rd and 7. The ball at their 40. Here's Pinson. Here's the inside reverse. Here's Everhart. They're waiting for him. He breaks it, and he gets the first down. He doesn't go 19 yards, but he does go about 9. 8 or 9. A carry. Unbelievable.
A little surprised Coach Tracy went to it this too, but maybe he wanted to try to catch him off guard.
48-yard line. Midi 48. 1st and 10. Middletown. They shift down into a double wing. Hunter in there, the wing back. He goes in motion. Here's a flip back to Montai, and boy, is he met. Great defensive play on the part of Lancaster. I got to get that guy's number. Number 3. I mean, is that polling kid again? Man, he's all over the place. And 6-yard line, it'll be 2nd down and about 12 for the Middies. Excellent play by Brian Poling. 2 of them here in the first 5 downs. And here goes the fake handoff. Back to pass is Pinson. He throws across the middle, completes it up to down to the 42-yard line. That's finally out over the ball. Dennis is the wide out to the right. They have an overshifted line. They're unbalanced, and now Middletown jumps off.
Push back. Now you have a 3rd and long situation. I've already tried that reverse one time. Let's see if they go back to it this time.
Well, they'll have to run a wide reverse because they put Everhart wide, flanker to the left, Dennis to the right, back to pass, sprinting left. Now it's Pinson. He throws and underthrows. Well, he hurts the Middies. Everhart has 35 yards a kick. Will kick this ball. The line of scrimmage, the Midi 40, or check that, the Lancaster 48. And Tony will actually tow the football from about his own 40-yard line. There's a high snap. Everhart gets the left foot into it. Nice spiral coming down and being fielded down around the 20-yard line by Lancaster. He makes a break, goes to the 32, 33-yard line. So the Lancaster Golden Jr., the fullback, and the guy they tell me to look out for, Mike Rosser. He's a big kid, about 190-pound fullback. And their halfbacks, we'll check them, McCoy and Wheeler. They come out with a wide slot to the right side. Everhart's out here with the wide receiver, who is, of course, Hilliard. The quarterback is Murray, evidently going to a checkoff here on the very first play. He wants to throw the ball, goes back, throws it on the out pattern, and almost picked up. I'm going to tell you, that pass thrown out here intended for
this game in all of Central Ohio.
Lancaster dressed in the gold trousers, the gold helmets, the white traveling uniforms or jerseys. Middletown all in purple once again. Murray wants to throw again, throws out in the flat, and it's Cabela dropped. It was completed momentarily as Mike was underway at Barnett. And for the conditions tonight, a very nice crowd on hand, particularly here on the Middletown side. And believe me, across the way, it's a long way from here to Lancaster. Man in motion on 3rd down and 10. Trips to the left. Murray rolls right. Looks. Now he throws and completes it up around the 48-yard line. Completes the pass to Brad Merton, and that's enough for a first down. First down for Lancaster. The center is Woody Johnson. He's flanked by Aaron Henwood and Chris Carlisle, the guards. Logue and Conrad are the tackles. High formation. Here's the first rush of the night. The ball goes to Wheeler, and he gets very short yardage. as he tries to go over the left side and underneath the 90-yard line. Second and 8. As once again, Johnson out over the ball. They have a double flanker out here to the right side. That's Hilliard and Merton both over here. Also a wide out to left. There is no remaining back behind the quarterback. Burry on second and 9. Sets his ball club. Once again, evidently going to the olive bowl. Fades the pass, looks left, throws in the flat and overthrows his intended receiver, Wheeler, out of up.
And I think the cold is getting to these receivers. I don't think their hands are used to this cold weather. We've seen a lot of drop passes already.
I'll tell you something else not used to cold weather. That's the coach. The old coach right here.
Yeah, your socks.
Absolutely. Put the socks on tonight. Here goes Wheeler in motion to the left. Burry again. He's being hounded from the backside. He throws or intercepted. He threw it right into Everhart. Everhart to the 40 and all the way down to the 35-yard line. There was a fumble, I believe. Tony's got it.
For breakfast and will serve breakfast anytime. Mackey's also delivers from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. $3.99 minimum order. Call 423-6200. Mackey's at the corner of Crawford and Sherman in Middletown.
Well, the Middies started a little bit. Middies have their second first down. Middies come out of the huddle now. Dennis goes left. Everhart to the right. The remaining backs are the small hunters. And now here's Montai running off the right side behind Cohorst and gets down around the 20-yard line where he is hit and dropped by James Harvey and Jeremy Russell of, I should say, the play. Here in the first quarter from Barnes, we have no score. The Middies, as a result of an interception by Tony Everhart, are down in that red zone, are about to get there inside the 20. Here goes the handoff to Montai. There's a flag as Darrow gets to about the 18-yard line where he is stopped by Steve Harris, the outside linebacker for the Gales. And there again, Danny Colson went off the field after that interception, and he may have dinged that shoulder of his. He's been having that shoulder problem. Here go the Middies. Here's the handoff, goes to Montai. He finds a seam over the middle, goes across the 25, back down to about the original line of scrimmage, which was the 21 before that penalty. Montai gets down to that 21-yard, and Montai, you might call him a strong tailback. Here are the Middies, third down, 8. The ball at the 21-yard line of Lancaster. Pinson back to pitch. He's going to throw it. He throws it down. Overthrows Everhart. Good defense that time by Lancaster's John Frazier down at the Lancaster 10. Goes as an incomplete attempt. But the Middies will certainly have to go for it here. They will not think about the field goal situation with the wind blowing as it is. That wind must be gusting up around 20 miles per hour. Here's Pinson on fourth down. He goes back to the right, throws it across the middle, completes it to Dennis. And Dennis has the first down. We'll check that. I believe that, yes, that is Chris Dennis' 9th win of the season. And, of course, the Gales come in tonight. They are 7-2. Middletown 8-1. Dennis wide to the left. Here's Pinson, sets his backfield. In motion now comes Everhart, also to the left. Handoff goes to Colson, who's back in there. And Colson just bowls his way down to the 5-yard line. A whole host of white-shirted gold helmet Gales hanging on him, but go on say, Danny Colson right straight ahead. Reception by Everhart. The Middies now have moved it down to about the 9. It'll be second down. Check that. I think I said it 9. How about the 4? Coach getting the ball game. It's inside the 5. There's a handoff, goes to Colson again, and Danny goes to about the 2. We'll wait and see. They'll push him back. So David just told you the Middies can get a first down at about the 1/2-yard line. Say their piece, and they're a fine group of young men. Speaking of the Middies seniors, going to have a little reception for them tonight. Here's the handoff to Colson, and again, I'll tell you, he's close. Now remember, that's the third down play. They can go to the 1/2-yard line and get a first down. So they still have a shot at it. They're down around the 1. Speaking of the Middies, after that run by our defensive line was in on the stop. So the Middies are down now to a 4th and about 1.5 yards to go. And, of course, about 2 yards to go for a touchdown. This will be interesting with 2:39 to play. Full house backfield behind Pinson. There's the handoff to Hunter. Touchdown, Middletown. Yes, sir. He said on our pregame. Hunter both in the paint, both behind the quarterback. We'll check it out. They score with 2:32 to play. The Middies on top, 6-0. And now Gregory will draw the extra point. Dennis puts it down and kicks up with a great leg this kid has. It's good, and the Middies leave it wrong. I told you Hunter scored. He was in there ahead of Colson. Danny Colson, with the touchdown, is the 11th rushing touchdown of the season for the Middies. Gregory with the strong extra point, and the Middies take a 7-0 lead. Here's the kickoff. Comes up a little bit short, knocked around, picked up by Waller. He runs it to about the 25 to the 30, and knocked down by Chris Dennis at the 30-yard line. That's the Lancaster 30. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Gales. Miles double tight end offense. Joe Tracy likes that down at the goal line, and this time, of course, on 4th down, it reeks dividends. Middies score. Gregory, Shane Gregory with a great kick on the extra point, and Middies up 7-0. Burry is the quarterback as the Gales ready to go from their 30-yard line. Scott Burry is the quarterback. Sets his club. Once again, goes from a very, very long count. Now he back to pass again. He looks, he throws, and completes it up around the 44-yard line. That's a nice, Burry running out to his left, threw that ball, and I mean, he put it right on the spot. Nice pass hitter and put zip on that football.
It isn't easy, but as we mentioned, he's a really good one.
He's a good one.
For a junior.
Absolutely. Burry sets his club. He's got a double flanker right down. The handoff goes right to the tailback who busts up through there. That's Cox going to the Midi 40, almost to the Midi 40-yard line. So, I mean, boom, right now, out of the box is running. Middletown leads Lancaster 7-0. Burry is the quarterback. He comes out this time, again, a double formation, a double flanker to the right. Here's a delay handoff, goes to Morris again, and he gets down to about the 37-yard line. The running back that time, once again, Kurt Morris, hit and dropped by John. We certainly hope that our dear friend Fred Finney is enjoying the broadcast tonight. Fred, a little under the weather, a little recuperation going on at home. I know he's listening in, and Fred, we all miss you, big guy. Get it going again, okay?
Hope to see you tomorrow.
Absolutely. Here we go. Again, Burry with the football. Back to pass. He looks, he lobs it out there, and the man's out of bounds. Jory, good view here, yeah.
Over here, Fred.
Yeah, he didn't bring it here, now, one did he, huh? Okay, Burry again sets his ball club on 3rd and 7. Back to pass. He looks, a little shovel pass, goes up and completed there to Mike Wheeler, his tailback, who gets short yardage. He's going to be well shy of the first here for something a little different. Burry evidently is going to kick the ball away, and that's the end of the first quarter. Here's the situation. Evidently, Burry is going to punt the ball away. It's 4th down, about 4. The ball at the Midi 34-yard line, and let's see if Middletown don't believe they're going to punt the ball. I don't either. They're going to shift now. We'll see. Unless Burry's going to try to plant the ball somewhere. Well, I guess he is. Yeah, he's going to kick it and hit for the sidelines. He's going to get it out of it. He's going to get about a 4-yard punt out of it.
Didn't quite make it.
7-0, your score just underway in quarter number 2. The final football game of the season for the Middletown Middies. Of course, the Middies going for that 9th victory. Here's the handoff to Montai. Montai breaks it. Oh, my goodness. Tripped up at the 40. Darrell was all he could see was touchdown. Came into this football game with 1,337 yards. So as soon as Davis does a little subtracting, we'll see how many yards he needs for that coveted 1,500 mark.
Well, he's added 33, so he needs about 130.
Okay, here goes the handoff to Montai, and he's not going to get it this time. He gets very short yardage. Gets to about the 45. That's the Midi 45, where he is hit and dropped by Kirk Smith. One of the linebackers tonight. Purple headgears, jerseys, trousers, all purple. Lancaster, the gold and white. The white jersey, gold pants, gold headgears. Here come the Middies on 2nd and 8. In motion comes Everhart right toward the coach. Pinson, he rolls to the right. He wants to throw the ball. He looks, throws it down, hits Everhart at the 40. Everhart is knocked out of bounds, but he gets the first down. Ryan right now 3 of 5. Okay, David, my man. They've got all them stats over there. You got to get you a new computer.
Yeah. Or a brain.
Oh, well, we won't go that far. 10:42, Everhart goes in motion to the left. Handoff goes, the inside handoff to Colson. He fumbles the ball, but he was down. Danny was hit and dropped at about the 36. Oh, he is flanked. We'll check it. Yes, Cuthbert's in there. Abel's back in there. Duncan's the tight end. Colhorst and Kern to the tackles. Those guys have been there all year. Here goes the little guy. And he goes to the 35. Cuts it back to the 40. And when he cuts it back, speaking of Darrell Montai, he cuts it in a hurry. Down by that outstanding safety man, Steve Post, was the injured DB, the defensive back for the Gales. And the Middies now have a first down. They'll mark the ball. They have marked it at the Lancaster 28-yard line. Chris Pinson hands off to Montai over the right side. Darrell busts through. There he goes. He's to the 15, the 10, 5, touchdown. Darrell Montai. Run by Darrell Montai. Tremendous tremendous speed by the senior halfback. Middletown up 13. Here's Gregory. Boy, he showed a lot of leg that last trip. Here's Dennis's hole, and he kicked that one in the parking lot. Here's Trevor. And a couple of cool guests in our presence tonight. It's Skeeter Payne, the former Middletown High School athletic director, standing back there with Mary Kate and trying to keep out of that brisk air down here as the kick goes all the way to the 5-yard line, returned up to about the 15, 18-yard line. We'll wait and see. And let's see here. Across the way, I don't know what we're going to call it, Dave, about their own 18-yard line. So 18-yard line. And here's Burry, again the quarterback, and he has a double flanker wide to our side, to the wide side. Burry rolls left, he looks, he throws, and knocked out, almost intercepted by Terry Hunter at about the 4-7 to play here in the half. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll have our news capsule and also a very interesting interview with the Midi basketball coach, Ron Smith. I think you'll enjoy it. And now, yeah, they bring the babies into the press box, and you know what? The coach, he scares them, and I don't even have one of those masks on.
I didn't know you had political...
I did here. Sarah Pruitt just walked up, looked at the coach, and started crying. Here goes the handoff after the timeout, and I believe I saw a flag fall. I don't know if it's thrown or 14-0. Out over the ball, Woody Johnson. He's the Lancaster center. Quarterback is Scott Burry, a 6'1", 170-pound junior. Burry back to pass. He throws out and hits his receiver at the 40-yard line, and he fights forward. Good hustle by Nick McCoy. McCoy ran through about 3 feet. Torrey Foster hit him right in the numbers, and he fought his way to the, well, we'll check it now, the 43-yard line of Lancaster. It'll be 2nd down and 1 at the Lancaster 43. 8:13 to go in the half. Tip handoff goes to McCoy. He goes to the 45. He should have the first down. They'll give him forward progress. Terry Hunter up under that mass of humanity. Knocking the 8:04 mark. It'll be 1st and 10. Lancaster. Middletown leads 14-0. Last game of the season. Mitty's going for that coveted 9-win season. And just think what that one extra play did in triple overtime. And here goes Burry. He throws a wide open receiver. He drops the football over in Mitty's territory. Mike Rosser, the fullback, out of the backfield, was wide open. But that was really the only bad weather that we've had all season. Tonight's not bad, just, of course, a little cooler, and the wind is a factor. Here's Burry on 2nd and 10. The ball at the 45-yard line. Oh, man, and now here's a whistle. No, must have been a delay. So the ball goes back to the 40-yard line. We're at 2nd down and 15 yards to go for the Gales from their own 40. Here's the handoff to the fullback who just burst right up through there. That's Rosser. And he goes all the way to Middletown territory and is knocked down at the Midi 44-yard line. And Joe Trace knows if Princeton beats Muller tonight, they're playing down at Galbraith Field. Talawanda with a win tonight would be in the playoffs. So a lot of things can happen tonight in high school football around the state of Ohio. The Gales on a 1st and 10 from the Midi 45. Here's Burry. He throws and overthrows. Actually threw the ball behind McCoy. About 175 pounds, went on and played 4 years of outstanding football at Bowling Green University, who, by the way, just happened to be in town today. They're over at Miami tomorrow against the Redskins. Here's the handoff to Rosser. Rosser gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. As he has popped the ball, he run, he could hit. He was a heck of a football player, and this young man reminds me an awful lot like him.
Let's not forget Chris Dennis, also a pretty good quarterback.
Absolutely. Did a heck of a job for the Middies. Here's Burry on 3rd and 10. He throws. Picked up by Everhart. Everhart does it again. Tony Everhart with his 2nd interception. Well, let's see if the Middies can move this one in. They scored the last time Tony pulled that trick. And here they go again. Pinson sets his ball club. Gives it off to Colson. Colson goes to midfield. Goes into Golden Gale territory to about the 48, where he's finally shoved down, but a good gain on 1st down of about 7 for Danny Colson to go for the Middies as Colson comes walking off the field. Now, Danny again playing with that sore shoulder. In the backfield now and running the football. Here's Pinson handing off to Montai. Darrell goes to the 45. He may have fallen across the 45 to about the 44 side, their 45-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and about a yard to go. In fact, he may have less than a yard. Pinson sets his club, slot to the right. Hand off to Montai. He has the 1st down. And Darrell pushes the whole pile. There's a whole pile of people. Goes all the way to the 40, inside the 40. They brought you those me the Middies shows throughout the entire football season. First and 10 Middies, 4:28 to play. Middies on top, 14-0. Pinson sets his club. He wants to throw. He throws in a hurry, and he almost threw that right into the hands of Kirk Smith. In fact, he went right through Smith's hand at the 37-yard line of Lancaster. Middies with the football and a 14-point lead.
Well, we have a moment, might add, that Darrell Montai has rushed for 93 yards. He's 70 away from 15.
Here goes the inside reverse, and here goes Everhart. Cutting it back, goes inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Tony had a bad night with the inside reverse. He had a play. He's always a slot or wing back. The only time he runs the ball is when he goes against the grain, and he's done it about 21 times this year and picked up about 400 yards. Here they go on first and 10. Here's Montai running left, gets to the 25-yard line with 4:02 to play. So Darrell Montai, after the Middies got their 8th first down of the night, what's your name? You stop in down there in Hamilton, talk to Gordon Kraft, Press Caper, and all the guys and gals at Clark's. I guarantee you they'll fix you up. Here we go. 3:32 to play in the half. Second down and 7. In motion goes Everhart. It's the option. Back to Montai, and Darrell this time runs out of room. He's pushed out over here on the near sideline by Steve. The ball, 3rd down and 6. He's got a timeout, and he's in 4th down territory. So things are looking pretty good for the purple and white right now. Here's Pinson back to pass. Sprints left. Pulls up, throws it out in the flat to Dennis. But right there with him, a good defensive play out there by Steve Harris. And Dennis can go nowhere. So it'll be 4th down. Here's the situation. 4th down and 6. Peter Payne reminds the coach and corrects the coach. That last pass to Dennis that I called a pass completion was actually incomplete. Was knocked loose for Dennis. Okay, here's Pinson on the alley-oop. Hits Dennis. It's John Duncan down at the 10-yard line. His first pass completion or reception as a Middie. Of course, John only played defense before, and tonight he makes a big catch here late in the first half. First and goal. Here's the handoff, goes to Colson, and the entire pile moves inside the 5-yard line. 2:46 to play. Clock is running in the first half. Middies lead 14-0. They're still unpiling them. And Hanson together, and now Montai, so they got all 3 of them back there. The last time I made the call was wrong. I had Hunter scored it. Now here's Hunter. This time it's Hunter. He goes to about the 3, followed up by the middle of that Lancaster Golden Gate defensive line. 2:10, all kinds of time as Shane Gregory comes in with a play from Joe Tracy. Clock is running with 2:04 to play out. Finally out over the ball. He's got Ketch running right guard. The left guard is Abel. Kern is the left tackle. The right tackle is Big Colhorst. A couple of tight ends and a full house backfield. Here's the hand of Montai. He's caught from behind. Good defensive play by number 74, James Harvey, from the backside. I want to tell you something, folks. You come across and catch Darrell Pop 14-0. And here we go. They come up this time in a double wing formation. Check it. It's a slot formation. Montai and Colson remaining back. Look for Pinson in the sprint out. In motion goes Everhart to the left to the wide side of the field. Pinson takes the ball, sprints left. He looks, he may keep. He decides to go, and I don't think he's going to make it. He didn't make it. Pinson may not have used the best judgment that time. I think Everhart, if he'd have thrown the ball in a hurry, may have been. Now they're going to mark the ball to 2, so actually Pinson only gained a yard. And here come the Gales with 40 seconds to go in the half. Stay tuned at halftime. We're going to have a news. They start the clock, and we're down to 33 seconds and running. Burrier just takes the ball. That's going to be the last play of the first half. And the Middies is going to take a 14-point lead into the first half over the Lancaster, nothing.
School. Head to Ron's Pizza in the Middletown Shopping Center for great tasting pizza, pasta.
The sports editor of the Middletown Journal sneaking in here for a little bit after Ron Smith, and now it's time for second half action. The Middies lead to 14-0. Gregory will kick it off. He kicks a winder down to around the 10-yard line, grabbed down there by Rosser, and he returns it up across the 30, up to about the 32 or 33-yard line, where he's hit and dropped by a number of the first half. And so let's see if that sort of sparks them. They lead, again, they trail 14-0 as we start second half action. Middies and Lancaster. Here's a handoff to Mars. He goes to the 35, cuts to the 40, and is slammed down by Terry Hunter right at the Lancaster 40-yard line. I don't know if I'm a little bit okay. Again, 11:21 to play. Haven't missed a thing, folks. We're just trying to get our equipment straightened out here. The ball's at the 41-yard line. The Gales with a 2nd down and 2. We're speaking, of course, of the Lancaster Golden Gales. And Burry is at quarterback. He sets him at the 41. He is a double slot formation. Again, Middletown leads 14-0. Burry back to pass, looks and throws it down the field, and incomplete. He was trying to give the directors a call at Wilson Schramm Spalding Funeral Incorporated in Middletown. And I want to thank also Ron's Pizza and Pub. Pretty good pizza there at halftime for the old coach, Young Dave. Here we go. Slot is to the right side. And again, the tailback now shifts. That's McCoy. Burrow hit it with the cars out there listening to the old coach, huh? A little windy out there. And again, I think your mic is absolutely dead. I don't know. We'll move you around here a minute. There's the throw down the field, and they're going to call interference on Torrey Foster. They're going to call interference of the second half for Lancaster, and that puts the ball in Mini territory at the Middletown 49-yard line. There's the handoff, goes to the tailback, McCoy, and he goes to the Mini 47, where he is hit in the third quarter. The Middies 14, Lancaster nothing. Middletown going for a 9-win season. Of course, this is Middletown's last game. Here's Morris on the handback for Lancaster. Breaks it back to the weak side of the 40. Gets down to about the 36-yard line. Guy's a pretty good football player. He doesn't start for him. It's complete. And with the help of that penalty was a real big help for him. They have moved it down to the Mini 36. Here's Burry, hands it off to Morris. He breaks the tackle to the 30, 25, 20, cuts it back, goes to the 10, goes to the 9. Morris, and he's all down to the 8-yard line, and a be a 1st and goal for the Gales. With an unbalanced line this time, a double slot to the right, 1st and goal at the Mini 8. Here's McCoy. He's trying to find a spot to run, no place to go. He's hit. Absolute wall right at the line. Here come the Gales with an I formation. Handoff again. Goes to McCoy. Boy, he is hammered down at the 10-yard line. From the 8, they've lost a yard. Burry puts an unbalanced line to the right, to the wide field. He's got triple formations to the right. He'll roll right. He wants to throw. He looks. He throws and picked off by Middletown. I think Colson's got it. Well, here come the Middies. Again, Middletown football after Colson's interception. And this will be the Middies' first possession of the second half. Once again, Chris Pitson this time sends Hunter in motion to the left, gets it to Montai up the pipe, and boy, he is hit at the 20. I mean right at the 20. That's Mahler who came in there and put a big-time hit on Darryl Montai. And big plays tonight have been 3 pass interceptions. The last was just a few moments ago in the end zone for the Middies. And here's Montai slammed down at the 22-yard line. So Darryl Montai and a couple of... it's 3rd down and about 7 yards to go for the Middies. The ball at the Middletown 23-yard line. Chris Pinson, wing to the left. Pinson back to pass. He rolls to the right. He looks. He throws and throws behind John Duncan. He had 13-0. And Tony Everhart with a 35-yard average back at the 10, his own 10. The line of scrimmage to 23. There's the low snap, bounces back. Everhart gets it, left puts it out there. He gets a nice kick down to the 40-yard line, where it's taken down there by Frazier, and Frazier returns it. And he returns it to about the 45-yard line. Hurt the Golden Gales. Middletown leading this ball game 14-0, and we're down to exactly 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. As we mentioned a number of times, of course, the final game, there's the handoff to Fox. He goes to the 45. The Midi 45 goes to the Midi 40. And it's final. Well, he never is taken down. That's Mike Wheeler, the ball carrier. Mike Wheeler, action at the Midi 26-yard line as a result of that nice run that time by Wheeler in the 15-yard penalty against Middletown. 6:42 to play. Here's Burry, has the ball off to Wheeler again. Wheeler to the 20, Wheeler to the 15. As they rip the left side of that Midi defense, once again, the Golden Gales. The ball now outside what we'll call the 37 56-yard line of Middletown. Scott Burry has been there all night. There's the handoff to the big fullback. That's Mike Rosser going across the 35 down to about the 32. John Ketron. And just to go and make that gain about 5. The ball at the Middie 32-yard line. Middletown in that 4-man front. Here comes Burry, and once again, he goes back and hands to Wheeler. Wheeler's hammered. The guy underneath with a hold. 5:19 to play. As Old Glory, I'll tell you, the Old Glory's been stretched out tonight. That wind is still coming hard out of the southwest. Here's Burry. He fakes the handoff, goes back to pass, gets mixed up and overthrows his intended receiver. That was put the end of that drive, and the Golden Gales will have to kick the ball away. Burry does the kicking. He stands back at about the Lancaster. He'll kick this from about the Lancaster 45. There's the snap. He's going to pass it. He didn't even kick it. He just throws it down the field. Up for grabs. And I don't understand that at all, but, well, down the ball at the 34-yard line, their own. That didn't have much sense to it, David. Really.
I didn't see any reason.
I mean, I'd kick the ball, you know, and put it down, and, yeah, I'm very surprised. Here comes Montai. That play's over. And Montai goes to the 37-yard line for the Middies at the 4:49.
Have real good field position, but still, they could have kicked it back.
Yeah, I'm surprised because he was going to kick that ball from back here around the 50. I know the line of scrimmage is up there, but that ball is going to be kicked from back here. And that's surprising. Here goes Dennis on the halfback run pass. He throws, and he overthrows. Chris got a little shook up there. He got wide open there for a minute. And he just took the handoff from Pinson, ran out here to the right side, and tried to hit Everhart across the middle. And Everhart was open, but Dennis threw it about 12 yards too far. Here's the fake, and here's Pinson. He evades a tackler, pulls up, and now he throws one up for grabs. And it's going, well, I tell you, the wind got that one, and let's see, down there defending for the Golden Gate, same thing there. So maybe we just sort of rub that out and start over again. Here's Everhart. He'll put it away. The line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line. Here's the kick. A low kick coming down, returned by Poston. He goes to the right side, gets outside. There's going to be a clip on Lancaster. Absolutely. It's Iota down. That's where they have the course for the state, cross-country meet. Well, here we go at the 3:56 mark. The ball at the 15-yard line. There is the handoff to Morris. And Lancaster Morris gets out close to the 20-yard line where he has been. Josh Stover, Eddie Davis, Terry Hunter from the defense. Some awfully good football players graduating from Middletown as far as the football program. Here's the handoff to Rosser, and he's up across the 20, another flag. But Joe Tracy, 14. Coming wide left as they break the huddle. A couple guys. Smeltzer's out here, so is Merton. There's the handoff, goes to McCoy. McCoy to the 15, gets to about the 18-yard line. Terry Hunter filled the hole like a good linebacker should. So it's 3rd and 7. The ball at the 17, make it the 18-yard line. In motion, that's the 18 Lancaster. McCoy goes in motion. Burry rides, sprints to the right, throws out to McCoy, and he is hit by Colson. And when you're hit by Colson, usually how it could be the 18 thrown interception or incomplete pass and put it at 19. They gained a yard on the intercepted pass. Here's Burry. He's the quarterback. He also is the punter. There's the snap. It's a good one. Here's the kick. Oh, a poor kick. And that ball hit a Middy. That ball hit John Ketcher. That ball never got, average like 24 yards a punt.
We saw the 6-yarder early.
You're right. Maybe that's why, huh?
The punter coming in.
No, we didn't. Right. Yeah, we did. You're right. That's why we were getting a little alerted when he went back, because he is the quarterback. Well, here go the Middies. Here's Montai on the crossbuck handoff to the 30. Good tackle in the open field there. Good tackle.
45.
Number 45. He's gone all the way. The ball on the line of scrimmage, the 28-yard line of Lancaster. 1:25 to play in the quarter. Middletown leads 14-0. Here's Pinson. Hands off to Colson, running to the left side. And he's going to be hog-tied, and the road driven down at about the 25. But he should have the first down. 27-yard line. Finally, of course, is the Middie center. He is always the Middie center. Abel, Kern, Ketron, and Cohorst across that front wall. And Duncan is the tight end. Here goes the option. Here's the flag being thrown. Pinson keeps the ball, works his way to about the 23 on the keeper. But a flag is thrown, and, well, we just wait and see. Coach was there today. A Marathon Oil next to Frisch's at the Town Mall. Here come the Middies. It's a 1st and 15 out to the penalty. The ball is at the 33-yard line. Here's the handoff, goes to Montai. He hits he squibs. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but he fought his way across the 30. He may have got down to the 29. Hit in sort of a, I don't know, David, sort of a lackluster third quarter of action. It really had not much been going on. Yeah, they really have been. It hasn't been a good half. Well, maybe it'll start right here. Here goes Pitts on the option. He's to the 20. Pinson cuts it back in. He keeps the ball and gets out of bounds. And he's off.
Return to the 50s and 60s at Mackey's. You'll love the atmosphere that only Mackey's has, plus a whole new menu full of hunger-satisfying delights like Mackey's Mackey Burgers and Hoagies, such as the 8-inch Mackey Belly. There's chili dogs and cheese conies and
A free gas every month. So come on in and get registered. No purchase necessary. Mention 910 WPFB and get your car or truck winterized for only $24.95. It's Town Mall Marathon's way of getting to know you. With over 20 years of automotive experience, Town Mall Marathon offers nothing but the best. Town Mall Marathon at the corner of 122 and South Dixie Highway beside Town Mall next to Frisch's. Town Mall Marathon.
Out by the Golden Gales, and so that's the 4th interception come the Golden Gales. So we'll see what we'll see here as they throw that interception. And Burry is back out there with the offense at the 20-yard line. Here's the handoff, goes deep to Wheeler, and he gets only to the 20-yard line. Gets back to the line of scrimmage in the fourth quarter. 11:31 to play here in quarter number 4. Middletown leads in this football game 14-0. Burry is the quarterback. He wants to pass. He sprints out to the right. He looks, he throws, and knocked away. Good pass defense again by Colson. That pass in 14-0 your score. Middletown leads Lancaster in a football game that here in the second half, frankly, has sort of blot out on us. Not too much happening. Both teams playing a little sloppy football. Man in motion goes to left. That's McCoy. Quarterback is Burry. He wants to throw. He goes back. He throws up the field. Wide open at the midfield. Down to the 40. To the 30. Caught from behind and knocked down. And I believe that's ND split the safeties and was wide open. Caught from behind by Everhart. And now they'll place the ball just, we'll call it right at the 29-yard line of the Middies. Back to pass is Burry. He rolls to the right, steps up inside, is in trouble, and he's going to be slammed down. I think he did get back to nearly the line of scrimmage. Is Ron Gerdes. Dana Riley is the umpire tonight. Larry Brown is the lineman. The line judge is Ron Line, and Joe Moore is the back judge. Here goes the man in motion, McCoy to the left. Burry back to pass, rolls left, looks, throws in the end zone, and a couple of Middies right there with him. 3rd down and 12. A passing situation once again for Lancaster. Burry sets his club. He's got a slot to the right, a split in to the left. Back to pass. It's a shallow pass, goes to McCoy. McCoy to the 25. McCoy, is he hit? Is he hit a flag? My goodness gracious, Dennis with a hit on McCoy. McCoy blasted by Dennis. So it'll be 3rd down and about 17 yards to go on the penalty because of the penalty. Wasn't notified a big gain. Now the Lancaster gets line of scrimmage is out to the 35-yard line of Middletown. Here's Burry. Back to pass. He rolls left. He looks. He throws across the middle. Throws it right in the hands of Colson. And goes Lancaster from what they've done before. Dave, I would assume, yes, they are. They're going to go for it. It's 4th down and 17 yards to go. Burry with the football. He rolls back to pass. He's got to throw it down the field a little bit. There's the throw. The receiver falls down, and no problem. He actually fell over Colson. And it goes Don Oswald for your carpet, tile, floor coverings, residential, commercial. Give the Oz a call. I tell you, he'll treat you right. Minnie's out of the huddle now with a 1st and 10 at the Middletown 35-yard line. Heinley over the ball. Here's Pinson. Pinson hands off to Montai. He jitterbugs in there, gets a couple, and is driven back. He's driven back with a little force that time. As Lancaster has seen them doing after the ball game, of course, we'll have our pizza star of the game, the final one in football this year for the Middies, and also, of course, the Capozzi. Boy, I stopped at Capozzi's for dinner tonight. I tell you what, it's nice down at Capozzi. There'll be a lot of fun. Here goes Montai. Running to the right, goes to the 40 to the 45-yard line. Knocked down. He's close to a 1st down. He's close 14-0 in the season finale for the Middletown Middies. And the Middies only a little over 8 minutes away from ending up 9-1. Bad either. Yeah, we were up there, had a little dinner tonight, and plan on going back. I liked it so well. Here go the Middies, 7:56 to play. Benson brings them out on third and say they have a penalty on the Middies. Here goes check it. This is Everhart on in reverse, and Everhart gets to the 40 to about the 43 or 4, where he is hit from behind by Steve Harris. Everhart gets back about 4 of those 5 yards. And she's got a Jack Gordon shirt. I don't believe that. Oh, well, I've always impressed 2-year-olds or whatever. Yeah, trick or treat, that's what that is. Here's Everhart on 4th down. Let's see if they put it away. They show up. There's a short, but that's what I thought. I thought they might do that, and that's a big gamble by Joe Tracy. They have a 14-point lead, the ball in their own end, and they short step to Dennis, and let's just wait and see. Burry will bring his club out. The Middies on defense. They lead 14-0. The ball at the Middie 42-yard line. Scott Burry is the quarterback. They have yet to score tonight. Here's the big guy. I haven't called his name. Make it 2nd and 17 for Lancaster. 6:25 to play. Of course, the clock continues to run. Here's Burry going back to pass. There's a shuttle pass to McCoy. Hey, you're going to get about 3 or 4, and this Middies are sort of waiting for that one. 14-0 to score. Middletown on top. And Lancaster with the football. And the line of scrimmage, the Middie 47-yard line. Scott Burry sets his club. He sends McCoy in motion right. He's got a double flanker to the left side of the field. Burry back to pass, rolls to the right. He looks, he throws, lays it out there, wide open, over the shoulder catch, down to the 5-yard line. Goes Andy Smeltzer. Smeltzer got behind John Duncan and takes that pass. And now Smeltzer comes up limping, but to go on that fake kick. We'll mark that down and see how that turns out. Here they are at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Burry with no backs behind him. He's got everybody going out in pass pattern. Burry races to the left. He's going to keep the ball, I think, and he's going to be taken down by John Duncan. John Duncan just made a super play at the 4-yard line. 5 minutes to play. 14-0. Full house backfield this time behind Burry. He gets up to his fullback, and he hits a stone wall at about the 3. Good defense. That's Mike Wright. He's walking off the field, but it's a little hard for us to distinguish that number, whether it's a 46 or a 56. Well, here come the Yales. Middies are ready. It's 3rd and goal. The ball at the Middie 3. Burry has his entire backfield behind him in full house style. Here's the fake handoff rolling to the left, and now Burry falls down, and now he's down. He's down base. And here they come again. 4th down. 3:54 to play. Middies on top. 14-0. Burry. Scott Burry is the quarterback. This time he's got the slot left and a flanker right. Middies in that goal line defense. It's been good to him all night. And now I think they're going back at the stadium, and it's 4th down and goal. The ball all the way out to about the 12-yard line. Lancaster's Burry. He throws in the end zone. And what touchdown! Touchdown, Lancaster. Dave, can you get his number? I believe it's number 33. Let's check and see. Glendenning caught the ball in the end zone, the far corner of the end zone on 4th down and goal for 6 so far. And who knows, it might cost them 7. We'll find here in a minute. As they'll try the extra point. Now they have that, I call it the funny formation. They shift over if they're going. Now here they come. The entire line shifts over into kick formation, and now they'll kick the conventional extra point attempt. 14-6 your score. There's the snap. Kick is blocked. The kick is blocked. Get his number.
Instant professional full-time installers. Call Quality Door Sales today. 424-3636. That's 424-3636.
Here's the situation back at the stadium. Jack Gordon and Dave Sherman with you. We're down to 3:36 to play. Short onside kick picked up by Colson. Colson at the 40, and it's finally knocked down. Lancaster, of course, the 43-yard line. So here come the Middies. 1st and 10 for Middletown. They lead by 8, 14-6. Chris Pinson, the senior quarterback, hands off to Colson, the senior fullback, and Colson gets to the 45. He's wrestled down there by Mahler. The Middies decided that last play, make it 2.5. We'll call it 2nd and 8. The ball right at the Middletown 45-yard line. Heinley over the ball. Pinson, the quarterback. Pinson gives it off again to Colson, who pushes over the right side behind Big Joe Cohorst. And John Duncan, he gets up close to midfield stripe. He's hit and dropped by Jason.
Tonight's game. Bring your friends to Ron's Pizza, 435 South Brill Boulevard in the Middletown Shopping Center.
Okay, here we are back at the stadium as the Minis go for it. Here's Colson. He's not going to make it. Colson's going to come up a yard short now. He was hit and dropped by Wolf and Russell. He did get in, speaking of Danny Colson, he did get into Golden Gale territory. It's just a case of where they have a foot. Here they come. This could be the ball game right here. You never know. Lots of things can happen. Golden Gale's an 11-man line. They're all stacked in there. There's nobody going to fool anybody here. Here's Pinson. Here's the handoff, and the Minis have the first down. Colson gets the first down, and there's great effort there by Abel, finally. And let me check to see if Ketron or Wilson is at the guard. Of course, Cohorst tucked this one away now. 1:51 to play. The clock is running. The ball is spotted at the 46-yard line of Lancaster. Don't forget, after the ball game, we'll have a little wrap-up, and then, of course, the star of the game, there's Montai, who breaks one out. I'll tell you, and the guy got him by the shirt. He still blew the whistle. They blew the whistle. They can run about 2 plays, and this will be history. And the Minis will have that 9-1 season. A great tribute to Coach Joe Tracy, his staff, and his football team, if they can achieve that. Not too many folks gave this team much of a chance, I guarantee you. In fact, I was reading the paper from back early. Here's Montai, ring off tackle. Tackled up there by James Harvey as he gets down close to the 40. Well, we're down to 40 seconds to play in this football game. The Middletown Minis and the Lancaster. Joe Tracy is beside himself. He's a happy young guy down here below us. That first down right off, and this is it's all in the pudding right now. The Minis can just take the ball and kneel down, and this season is history. Here's the handoff to Colson. He goes to the 30, being pushed back, and that will be the last play of the 1991 football season. As there gives me in the season, the Middletown